Morning. Hi, Dina. Hey, Will. Morning, everybody. All right, so if you're joining me here on Instagram, you can, if you want to head over to the Funky on YouTube page, you can do that, and I will save this to my IGTV, so it will live here on my Instagram. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening if you're joining us YouTube. This will also be here for you. So thank you all for showing up. If you're practicing live with us, it is a beautiful day to practice yoga outside. I know some of you are already prepared and ready to do that. So if you have your blocks, your props, anything that you have with you today will be just fine. You may or may not choose to use them. It's always nice to have them ready. So we'll start with just a brief intention setting today, and then we'll be moving into downward dog pretty quickly. So what I'll ask you to do is just wherever you are, if you're seated, come into a seat, close your eyes. You could even do this standing. Just orient yourself in the space where you are. Take 3 deep breaths. I always invite you to ask yourself that question when you start practice with how are you arriving today. So we'll allow that to always be there in the background. But for today's practice, if you'd like to leave your hands where they are on your lap, that's fine. Otherwise, option to bring them to a prayer position or both hands over your heart. If there's anybody today that's in your mind and your heart that you'd like to dedicate your practice to, I invite you to do that now. Let's take one big deep breath in together. And out. And wherever you are, wherever you started this intention setting, you'll work your way into a very soft, fluid variation of Adho Mukha Svanasana, or downward facing dog. So you can start to come into that now. Let the knees be generously bent here. And just start to feel this space that you can take up on your mat. Checking in with the shoulders, the chest, the depth of the spine. How has the back been? Right? You might have been doing a lot of gardening or a lot of extra movement this weekend. Just checking in here physically. Taking that big breath in and that big breath out. And then bend the knees if you haven't already, and just start to walk your hands back to meet the feet. Very bent knee forward fold back at the mat. I think we get used to that physical check-in because so many of us came to this practice because of the physical aspect first. That's what got us here. Then start to peel your way up to stand. You'll be in Urdhva Hastasana, back of your mat. Spiral the arms up and around. Stand tall and well at the back of your mat. Beautiful. And then interlace your fingers. Press your palms up towards the ceiling or sky, but pull the belly in and up, ground down through your feet. Good. Take a big breath in here. And then on your exhale, soft bend to the knee. Dome out the upper back. Press your palms forward. Nice. And then stand up, swim the arms behind you, and just start to fold over yourself. Feeling the belly, reaching for the thighs, knees can be nicely bent. And then with purpose and intention, we'll walk out to a plank pose together. And we do it together, it's not so hard. Press your palms into the earth. Spiral the inner thighs together. We're only here for one breath. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let your knees touch the floor. Bring them out to the sides. Press the seat back for a wide-legged child's pose. Let your hands continue to be active. Feeling that telescoping of the ribs as your fingertips reach more toward the front of your mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. And then start to pull your belly to the spine. Draw the body up and just unfurl yourself into a half plank. Yeah, good. And then as you exhale, belly to spine, seat to feet. Peel the body up, half plank. I like to bring my feet together in the back. As you probably notice, it helps me remind the feet to stay nice and active. Inner arches are starting to ignite. One more like this. Good. And then once you come back to that downward facing dog, tuck the toe. Child's pose, tuck the toes. That's where we're headed, downward facing dog. I'll invite you for some variations here in your dog pose, feeling free to take them or to work kind of with your own space. If you're with me, we'll bend the right knee and the right elbow, so almost as if you were coming to a dolphin, creating a little asymmetry here, and then pedal that out. Left knee bends, left elbow draws down towards the earth, and just undulate through that a few times here. Good, and then find your stillness. Push the earth away. Elevate through those shoulder blades. Heels are heavy. Once that belly comes to the spine, on your next exhale, start to walk your hands back toward your feet. Keep those knees bent if you need. Let's take a flat back here. Draw the fingertips to the shins and the heart away. And then exhale, gentle fold. Root down to rise. Lift, press, open up. Once you're there, right away, interlace those fingers. Press the palms up and lift to the heels. Lift off the heels. Good, big breath in. Stay here, filled up, stay filled up. And then on your exhale, lower the heels, dome out the upper back, gentle bend to the knees. Nice. And then start to rise up out of this. Pull the belly down, down, down. Lower Uttanasana. Slow walk out to your plank pose. Feeling the shoulder blades start to settle on the upper ribs, belly's pulled in and up. And then from here, lower the shins to the ground again. This time, narrow child's pose. So draw the inner thighs together, draw the shins together, and sit back, child's pose. Good, big breath in, big breath out. Moving into that half plank again, but option will be here to draw the right leg back. Yeah, nice and strong. And then press back, child's pose. As you rise up, left leg extends. Exhale, child's pose. A few more times like that. Right leg reaches. And exhale, press. Couple more. You got it. Last one. Good. And then press your weight back, downward facing dog. Do you start to notice a shift here in the physical body? As you come into down dog for the third time already today, take a big breath in. Push the earth away. Lift your sitting bones up and back. Big breath out. Walk your hands back to meet the feet. Rise up strong. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Interlace those fingers again. Press the palms up. Lift the heels. Grow taller. Stay filled up on that breath. Don't exhale yet. And then as you exhale, slowly lower, as if you're coming into a chair. Press the palms forward. Dome out that upper back. Yes, beautiful. And then this time, lift up again, big breath. Keep the fingers clasped, bring them behind the head, and then as you exhale, draw the elbows together. Inhale, rise up, slight back bend in the upper back, heart expands, beautiful. And then exhale, draw those elbows together. This time when you open, stay lifted, release the hands, lower down. Walk it out, find that plank pose. Pull the knee into the chest just 4 times here. 4, 3, 2. Nice, and 1. Shins lower, seat to feet, child's pose, keep it nice and narrow. Option to do exactly what we did before with those one-legged kickbacks, or you can start to lower into a little chaturanga push-up here. That's your option. If you're working there, really make sure that the belly's drawing in and up. Firm extension through the toes. Glutes are firing, legs are strong. Good, nice. Let's do 1 more on each side. Nice work, yogis. Last one. And press back, open up, downward facing dog. Option here will be to bend the dog, so twist it out, knees to the right, heels to the left, and then switch it out. You can get as low as you'd like, but keep pushing through the upper body, finding that length through the side ribs. Nice work. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let the heels lower, take a breath in. And then on the breath out, as your palms ring your feet, you're walking back with intention to the back of your mat. Forward fold, take a flat back this time. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, rise up, big, big breath. Interlace the fingers, press the palms. Inhale. Bypassing that doming of the heart, this time coming right behind the head. As you exhale, draw the left elbow to the right knee. Good, squeeze. Inhale, open, same side, exhale. Good, inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Stoking that fire in the belly here. Good, now inhale, open up, find that back bend in your upper back. Center of the heart is coiling up. Exhale, squeeze elbows together. Inhale, rise to left, right elbow to left knee, squeeze. 4 more. Cross the midline with intention here. 2. Nice job, last one. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over yourself. Walk the hands out. Find that plank pose. This time we'll cross knee to opposite elbow here. So start to move right to left, left to right. Good. Feel the firmness in your exhalation. Last one each side. Nice work. And then slow descend down to the ground. First back bend. First prone back bend. We took a couple standing. Inhale, lift for Bhujangasana. And then exhale, slowly layer the ribs back down. Come on, flat. We'll take 1 more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Press back, find your downward facing dog. Good. Option here in this dog will be to widen the feet. Just about, I like to come the whole width of my mat. And then just find a gentle twist where I reach my right hand somewhere on the left leg. Try not to overthink it and use the intention of this shape more as this acquainting with the physical body. Yeah, good. Less pressure on the final result and more focus on the process. Lovely. Coming back to down dog. Narrow it if you took it nice and wide like I did, and then extend your right leg long behind you. Big breath in. Keep the belly firm. Tendency can be here to dump into the low back and let the belly soften. Try to avoid that. And then on your exhale, draw the knee to the chest. Plant the foot kind of right under your nose, not necessarily under your in between the palms, because we're rising into a box lunge. Yeah. So you see the difference here? This is kind of Anjaneyasana. We'll be back here in this more of a boxy lunge. Good. Inhale, arms sweep up. Stay right where you are for that exhale. 1 more time, grow a little taller through the spine. Stay for that exhale. start to work your heel in just a little, start to curl into that hamstring. So you might feel wobbly, might feel a little pressure on the knee. You can fold your mat. And then I'll invite you to reach back for the foot. See what's there. Ooh, embrace that wobble. Find your drishti, right? So find that place where you're gazing forward, because once you start looking around, you can see it gets really hard. Big breath in. Let the breath go. Now release that back foot. Hook your thumbs. Inhale, rise up, slight back bend. Keep the thumbs hooked. Extend yourself forward. Tuck your back toes. And now as you lift that back knee, you'll swing the arms back. Yeah, really firm the tricep to the bone. And then lower the shin and sweep the arms forward. And then exhale, press. We'll start to really load into that right leg. Let's do that 3 more times. Sweep. Exhale. 1 more. Press it back. Nice. Inhale, lower the shin to the ground. Sweep up. Now take full Vinyasa if you'd like to melt the pelvis forward a little and come a little deeper into that hip. Big breath. Nice work. 1 more time. In and out. Slowly start to bring your hands down. You'll thread that left shin in behind you and then work to the back of your mat into a side plank, modified. Extend through the right arm and the right leg. Big breath in. Float your right foot off the ground. Crunch it just 1 time, just for good measure. Coming back to that Savasana variation, press firmly into that left shin. Rise up for gate pose, Paradasana. Right arm down, left arm extends up. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches. You can choose to float the right leg up or leave it down. Rise up, gate pose. Can you feel that floaty sensation here where you almost feel like you're going to fall, but then you use the strength here in the belly to find your footing? 1 more breath. Good, and then this time, cartwheel your arms all the way through. You should be at the back of your mat, press into a plank pose. Right knee comes to right tricep, tap, step it back. Left to left, tap, step it back. 2 more. That means 2 more on each side. Good. And then lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, rise up, cobra pose. Sweep your heart. Lower through. Push back through your plank, downward facing dog. 1 more variation for your dog pose. This is one of my favorites. Again, you can take a wide footing. I reach for the outer edges of my mat and I push, push, push. This one I feel like emulates that assist that so many of us love when the instructor comes behind you and pulls your hips up in space. So can you push, push, open up the chest, keep the belly nice and firm. You'll feel this elevation through the scapula, find that length. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands back, feet come to a traditional stance here, and then extend your left leg long. Keep pressing through, belly's firm. Inhale. Moving into that back lunge, knee to spine, press the foot down, knee right under hip on that right leg. Inhale, rise up. Good. Exhale, stay. Inhale, find more length, grow tall. And then as you exhale, start to curl that right knee. And what does that feel like? Can you feel the engagement in the belly of the hamstring? And now find a point in front of you to look at, and then just flirt with kind of reaching for that back foot. You might be able to easily grab it, or it might be nowhere in sight today. That's all okay. Big breath. And release. 1 more. And let the foot go. Hook the thumbs. Inhale, rise up. Grow tall out of the spine, tuck the toes, yes, and then as you lift the knee, swing the arms back. Good, strong stance. Arms come forward, knee drops. Exhale, press, good, yes. 3 more. Really load into that front left foot. 2 more. Beautiful, last one. Right shin comes to the ground, open up your chest, full Vinyasa. Even though I'm expanding a little deeper into the hips, I'm not sagging. So there's still this recruitment of my external hip muscles. as I find some more opening in that right hip flexor. And now start to curl your right shin in, lower down, find Vinyasa, which is back at the front of your mat. Inhale. Knee to elbow one time, exhale. Inhale, big breath to expand through the left side body. Press into your left foot. Press away from your right to rise up, Parigasana. Right hand comes down and press. Lift up and press. Catch yourself. Good, inhale. This time on the exhale, cartwheel the arms, come all the way back through. You should be facing the front of your mat where you started. Press back, plank pose. Core planks, 4 to chest, 4 crossing. You can always do these on your knees. And then knee taps. Beautiful. Lower all the way down to the ground. Slow descend, slower than you want to. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come on flat. Good, tuck your toes. Push back to that narrow child's pose. Just one on each side. Extend, take that kick back, catch yourself. Lower any amount, even if it's a millimeter. Press. And tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Right away, right leg lifts and opens. Big breath in, big breath out. Pull the knee to the chest, step the foot through, lower into your box lunge. Inhale, rise. As you rise, right away, the left heel curls in towards the glute. Option to catch it or not. And then hook the thumbs, lift up, find that beautiful back bend right in the back of your upper heart space. And then as you exhale, come on out of the low back, tuck the toes, swim it back. Just 2 more. Yes. Rise up, Anjaneya. And then as you exhale, travel back of your mat, expand, side plank variation. Knee and elbow meet. Rise up, gate pose. Lower through, cartwheel the arms, find plank. Lower to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale from cobra, back to that narrow child's pose. 2 kickbacks. Right, yes. Left, how deeply can you breathe here? Good. Press it back, downward facing dog. Left leg extends and the knee bends. Open up that hip, big breath. Plant the foot in between here, not right in between, but right under the heart. Lower to your box lunge. Inhale. Right away, right knee curls in. Yes. Stay right here. Hover, option to reach for the foot. Feel that coiling up of your heart. Well, glad the wall was just there. Inhale, hook the thumbs, extend. Then come on forward, tuck your toes. As you drive the knee up, press yourself back. So strong, 2 more. Last one. Rise up for Anjaneya, untuck the toes. Travel here, now back to the front of your mat. Inhale, side plank. Crunch knee and elbow. Back to side plank, lift the body up, gate pose. And cartwheel the arms. Coming back, you're at the front of your mat one more time. Here we go, core planks, 4, 2, cross the body, 2 more. Tap to the same tricep, 2 more. Good, slow descend here, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, draw your heart forward, create more space to melt into, press back, downward facing dog. Here I want you to take 1 or 2 of your favorite variations in dog that we did together, or maybe you have your own. And start to feel what Iyengar says, the external firmness of the body. So you've had a lot of activity already, and you start to feel this strength, this power that starts to get unleashed that you gently invite in with a soft, controlled breath.
From here, start to still your dog and you'll work your way to the top of the mat. Once you get there, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, big breath, an option to come to the heels again if you enjoy that variation. And then exhale, hands to chest, Tadasana. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold. Intense stretch. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, press back through plank. Option here to lower to the ground or come halfway for up dog. Nice. Once we're all together in down dog, squat it nice and low. So find that squatting down dog similarly to how we started. This should feel familiar. And then from here, we'll propel ourselves forward into a lifted core plank and then press back. So you'll see the shoulders here are protracted, moving away from one another. It's okay to do that a few times. Just don't do that on every plank. One more. Belly's really knitted in. Create that arc shape with your body. This time when you come back, knees splay out to the side. Hop or step top of the mat, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right back down. Good. Inhale, flat back. Extend your heart away from your hips. Press your palms. Back to plank. Move through. If you're choosing up dog, really active through those legs. Downward facing dog. Okay, so bring the toes together. Press it back. And now from this squatting down dog, we'll come into that same thing we did on the knees. This time though, we'll use just the right leg. Now you have an option here to lower into a little bit of a push-up. Extend. I almost feel like the left leg is working harder than the right. Last one. Downward facing dog. Woo, twist that out. Shake it out. Work your way to the top of the mat. One more time. Inhale. Lower down, exhale. Rise up strong. Feel yourself rising in your own strength and power. Big breath. And then exhale. Clear something away so you can let the heart just melt down. Flat spine, half lift. Exhale, move it through. Take your back bend. Now, if you didn't like those down dog kickbacks, you can come back to child's pose and do the same thing we were doing all the way through. Otherwise, if you're moving through a little bit of a stronger flow, toes together, squat it back. This time, right leg stays static, left leg kicks back. Option for that little baby push-up or a big push-up. How deep is your Chaturanga Dandasana today? Mine feels kind of micro. 2 more. Last one. Down dog, squat, knees out to the side. Yeah, good. Twist it out, shake it out. Take a breath in to hold and a breath out to anchor. One more time in and out. Travel to the top of the mat anyway, flat spine when you get there. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up nice and strong, big breath. Palms to chest. Just check in. Feel the strength in the body. The message we get from Iyengar and this sense here of the physical practice is it's a great place to start, but it's not the end. So after you start to peel through that external layer, can you feel yourself start to access that internal layer? Sit into Utkatasana, chair pose. Here's where we start to acknowledge a bit of steadiness of mind. We realize there's something in this practice that's a little bit deeper than just the physical movements. Now from your chair, rise up, load into that left leg, reach for the right leg, stork pose. Yeah, so really kind of reach for that quad stretch, heel to glute. Big breath in. On your breath out, slow release to high lunge. So can you hover? Can you almost feel like you're not moving? And then somehow you unravel that beautiful strong body into a high crescent lunge. Inhale, reach. Exhale, steady. Feel the exertion, but also the softness. One more breath. Hook the thumbs, find that slight back bend here, and then come out of the back body, just like we did in our Anjaneyas here. We'll come forward. This time, as you drive the knee into the chest, you'll fly the arms back and hover. Good, let's do that 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, last one, pull the knee into the chest, cross your right ankle over your left, sit into a one-legged chair. Big breath in. Deep breath out. One more in. On the out breath, feet meet, Utkatasana, find that fierce chair shape. Nice job. Inhale. Load into the right leg, pick the left leg up, reach for it. Reach for it. Yeah, that's what it looks like from behind. Big breath. Nice, nice. And then slowly start your descent down. Feel it controlled. And somehow you unfurl and land in high crescent lunge. Big breath in. And it's not really this kind of like, how did I get there? How you got there is by learning how to control the body and also how to quiet the mind enough to fuse that connection in breath. Hook the thumbs. Reach out of the back. So you can almost see it here. When I come, I find more space here through the sacral area. And then as you exhale, firm the arms back, drive the left knee in. 4 more, here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee stays in, then the left ankle crosses over the right knee. Sit low. Oh, my left hip needed this. Big breath in. Feet are active. Big breath out. One more time in. On this out breath, let your feet come together. Sit low in your chair pose. 1 hop up, and then we'll lower down. So it'll look like this. And take Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. 1 breath in. 1 breath out. Travel to the top of your mat. Inhale. Fold over the legs. Exhale. Inhale, rise up right to chair this time. Yes. Sit low. And now peel the right heel to the glutes. Stork pose. Good. Release the leg. Come on back. High lunge. Inhale, hook the thumbs right away. Find that opening through your chest. And then find the opening in the back. 3 pulses here. So 3. Drive it back. 2. Hug the tricep to the bone. 1. Hook your right ankle over your left. Find your one-legged chair. Ekapada Utkatasana. Breathe. Feet meet. Chair pose. Yes. 1 hop. Right back to chair. Good. Left heel curls in. Find your steadiness. Press it back. Woo. Hook the thumbs. Inhale. Drive it up and through 3 times. 3. You know what to do. 2. And 1. Left ankle or right. Right after this pose, we're moving into an open hip variation. It's going to feel really nice. Feet meet. 1 hop. Feels like 1 hop this time. Right knee bends. Right heel comes in. Good. Now pull the right knee in. And then open up into Skandasana. Nice. Feel this opening through the lower half of the body. Breathe. Now from here, we'll keep the legs very active and then rise up into Warrior 2. So feel free to even play with that transition a little if you'd like. Pressing so the left leg is leading and then the right leg gets really long. Find extension through the fingertips and expansion off the midline of the body through the ribs. Big breath. Steady. Tip it back for reverse warrior. Now the lower half of the body won't move at all. Left forearm to left thigh. Utthita Vajrakonasana, extend side angle. And then tip it right back, dance it back, reverse. Gentle touch of the forearm to the thigh, side angle. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good, stay right here in Vajrakonasana. And then pull, heel toe your foot in just a little bit so you have some buoyancy in that back leg. And then you guessed it, pull. Just 3 more times, try. 3, 2. Last one, stay here, pull the knee into the chest. Come into Malasana, you'll step off your mat, yes. Let me hop back for the other live, good. Press it back here, nice. And then come up a little bit higher so you can move, but feel this strength in the legs. Press back here, OMG pose. This is where I want you to open up your chest, so it'll look like this, and then out to the right. And then press, and back to Malasana. Open, yes. Last one. I know that left leg is yelling at you. Stay with it, find that firmness. Good. And now press the feet together, rise up. Yes, good. Pull the left knee in. Curl the heel to the glute. Beautiful work. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to come this way so you're not looking at my back. And now pull the knee in. Send the leg all the way back for Skandasana. You're over your left leg now. Good. Right leg is straight. Take a breath. And release. You know, we're rising up together into Warrior Two. So feel that ascension into Virabhadrasana 2. Yes. Let it feel fierce and strong. Find that steadiness of breath, quieting of mind. So as you tip it back and dance from peaceful to side angle, we'll think about here that last layer, that third layer. Iyengar said it's our innermost quest of this practice, and it's to uncover that benevolence of spirit. So here I'd like you to go back to who you dedicated practice to today. Find your Utthita Vajrakonasana, heel toe that foot in a little bit so that you have space to move, and let's try that crunch for 3. Yes, 2. Good job. 1, keep it here, hold. Step off your mat with your left leg. You're in Malasana. Yes, you got it. Don't come down so low that you can't get up. And then you'll step the left foot behind the right. Open up the chest. Press it back. So here I want you to seal the energy in and then let it go. Press. Open. Press. Yes. Open. Good job. One more time. And press, yes. Let the feet come together. Come into a chair pose. Stay with me here a little bit. I'm going to turn to face you. So it'll be 3 short inhales and a firm exhale. It'll look like this. Woo. Do it with me. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, one more. Inhale, rise up, clasp your hands, stretch, lift those heels, lower down, press, tone out the upper back, and then open up your chest, stand tall. Option here to step right to downward facing dog. You take the variation that was speaking to you, or come through Vinyasa. All right, so here we are. Still with me? We'll move through those 2 flows as one continuous flow. Add a tree pose and take it down. You're almost there. You're amazing. You knew that already. Inhale. Exhale. If you didn't know that already, come back and take some more of my classes because I love to tell you that because it's the truth. Inhale. Open your mouth side out. Exhale. Work your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise to chair. Let's go. Let's support each other here. Strong finish. Right heel to glute, stork pose. Press it back, high lunge, hook the thumbs, take that back bend. Yes, come out of the low back. One time, drive the knee in, press it back. Right away, one-legged chair. Good. From here, listen, a little change. We're coming right into that open hip flow. Pull the right knee into the chest. Open into Skandasana, but don't come all the way to the ground. Stay a little bit lifted. Adding on one thing. From here, you'll press into the left leg and then drive the knee into the chest. Just like we did standing at the back of our mat, which seems like a long time ago, but it was only like, I don't know, 30 minutes. Press. 2 more. Last one. Now lower into your Skandasana. Take a breath in and a breath out. As you rise into Vira 2, I want you to feel that layering of quests. I want you to feel the physical, the inner, and then the internal, and then the innermost. Can you feel that settling through you? Inhale, reverse. Exhale, left forearm to thigh. Send the right arm up and over. Heel toe that foot in. One time, drive the knee in. Step it off the mat, Malasana. Good. Press it back. Find that Omji pose. Press. Good. Come back to Malasana. This time, step it right back to chair. Nice. Good. Left side. Pull the left heel in. Step it back. High lunge. Woo. Hook the thumbs. Find that back bend. Press the heart forward. Drive the knee in one time. Squeeze. Yes. Pull it in. Hook the foot over one-legged chair. So strong. Pull the knee into the chest. Open into your Skandasana. Remember, only come about halfway down. And then this time we'll rise up and twist. So you're twisting into the same leg that's bending. Good, one more time. Then lower into your Skandasana, take a little rest, come down as low as you'd like. Feel that cultivation, this graceful diffusion of consciousness that starts to arrive. And from here, we rise up into Warrior 2. Tip it back to peaceful. Right forearm to right thigh, side angle. Heel toe the foot in. Crunch it one time. Malasana, step your left foot off your mat. Good job. Press it back and together. One more time back. Find Malasana. And then work your way back into chair pose. Last time with the breath work. Here we go. 3 short inhales, a strong exhale. Option will be on that exhale to hop or to let go of a strong sound. So it'll look like this. It could also look like this. 2 more. And rest in chair. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale to rise. You're standing at the top of your mat. Squeeze through the legs. Coil the crown of the head upward. Stand well. Tree pose, Vrikshasana. Left leg will be steady. Right leg curls in. Any way here, you can leave the foot on the ankle. Bring it to the inner shin or pull it up the inner thigh. Try to avoid dumping out into that left inner thigh. Keep drawing it up. Steady. Feel this magic happening in the body. Pick any variation that you'd like. Feel free to take that cat back again, pressing up, finding a side stretch. But feel this moment here where the unification of opposing forces of energy is starting to take hold here in your miraculous being. So feel it. Switch sides. Feeling free to take a different Vrikshasana variation on this side. Untethering yourself from these self-imposed rules and everything has to be perfect.
Everything has to be just so and just right. And instead, you just allow yourself to feel the physical body. Feel the inner workings of your breath. And feel this vehicle, this path, this practice to get us to our innermost self. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lower down. Option for final vinyasa or just step to downward facing dog. And once you're in your dog pose, you'll lower to seated. We'll take a seated figure 4. So we'll start with the right foot, right ankle crossing over the left. And so here, depending on your hip openness today, you might have to walk the foot in a lot to feel a stretch. Just try not to cave in or dump back. So feel this pressing up, and now draw the right knee away from you. Good. Left foot is firmly rooted. And then once you know you felt a little bit of stretch here, or a lot stretch, you'll start to gently sway. And windshield wiper the legs, you can come all the way down. We didn't twist a lot today. Well, except if you count those crunches. One more. Good. And now allow the feet to meet. Press well in the back of the body. Rise up to a reverse table. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, open the mouth, stick out the tongue, lion's breath. And then slowly lower down, switch sides. Left ankle crosses over right. Notice any difference that you may feel in the hip without trying to change it, judge it, or fix it. Just notice. And then gently windshield wiper the legs, keeping the figure 4 shape. Perhaps getting into the IT band, the outer thigh. Good. And then from here, feet meet, rise up, find that reverse table. Take a big sip of breath in. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue. Good, and then slowly lower down, watch me. You can have the hands on blocks here, just a little final power push before we take it down. We're literally almost done. But if your hands are very close to the glutes, this won't work. So let them be alongside. And then you'll lift back up into that reverse table. And then as you come back, hug the belly in and up, hug the belly in and up, and press your seat through. Inner thighs stay lifted. See what happens. Inhale. And exhale. Hands on the blocks works really well for this. In. Feel these swinging Dandasana crunches out. One more. And out. Let the glutes touch. Sitting bones firmly plant. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Paschimottanasana. Really feel the west side stretch here. I'm telling this story this week. If you took teacher training with me, you know the stories. When I first started practicing 20 years ago, when I was pregnant with my first son, I had a VHS tape for prenatal yoga. And I would pop it into my VCR with my big belly, rise up, throw the right foot in and just cradle it. It was Shiva Ray at the time. She was like the only person doing prenatal yoga. And when she got to that weird part at the end where she laid down and rested, I turned off the tape and I would go about my business. So at that point, I was only at the first part. I was only at the asana, the poses. I thought that was the thing. Plant your right foot on the outside of your left knee, take a twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana, grow tall first, inhale. And then twist into that strong right leg, exhale. And that's not to anyone's fault. It wasn't my fault. It's not anybody's fault. That's how we start. That's usually how we start. Things are starting to shift now, which is amazing. But we think that the firmness of the body is the thing. The external practice is the thing. Unravel from this. Reach for the left foot. And if you stay with it long enough,
We catch those glimpses of the internal self. We start to feel shifts that have very little to do with the physical body. Plant the left foot outside the right, take your twist. That's a really important place to stay, because at the next level there is that connection to the self. Where we uncover, heal, and release that benevolent spirit within all of us. And at one point and another in all of our lives, it gets covered, it gets mucky, it gets unclear. Simply we forget. Unravel. Come to your backs, take any final pose that you'd like, and set yourself up for Savasana. But what's amazing about this is the yogis told us that was going to happen. They said, you will forget. You'll forget who you are. You'll connect to the outside things. You'll think the external things are the thing. And it's okay. But then once you notice it, you notice that you got away from your true grandeur, your true self, come back to the practice. Come back to this union of the external body, the internal mind, and the innermost spirit. And start to relax the body here, releasing, surrendering to the tug of gravity. Letting everything go richly. Coming back to that place in your heart and spirit where you dedicated your practice to someone. Just let them linger here in your heart and in your mind. And release control over the breath. Just allow there to be gentle, natural sips of breath in and out. Nothing left to do here but to absorb the benefits of this practice. To graciously accept the reminder that we are all connected. There's space in our hearts and spirits to feel that connection. So take the next few moments here to relish in your true grandeur.
disrupting the shape of your body. Start to feel a gentle reconnection to the breath. Perhaps noticing that the boundaries of the breath have changed. So welcome that awareness. And start to feel the heaviness in the body with this lightness in the spirit. This moment here, this important place in the practice before we rise, is where we acknowledge and bear witness to our own capacity for calm. The stillness that you created through this practice. So in your own way that honors that, start to wiggle the fingers, the toes. Gently roll the head back and forth from side to side. Stretch your toes, lift the arms, reawaken the body with more compassion, more tenderness, and more acceptance. Rolling over onto one side, taking fetal posture, and feeling this moment here where you can choose to take one part of the practice with you. As you rise back up to seated, I invite you one more time to bring your hands to your heart and call into mind the person that you dedicated your practice to today, and then leave space there to honor yourself and everybody who took class virtually with you. It's an honor and a privilege to be on this path with you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a big breath in. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, so much. If you joined us live, if you join us on the replay, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, let us know any types of classes that you'd like to see here on the YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed so you get alerts. Thank you so much for your support, your donations. We hope to see you all physically back in the studio soon. Keep practicing. Love you guys.